Hello, everyone, and welcome to FranTastic InSights. I love sharing inside information with you from some of the most innovative entrepreneurs and brands like the one we have with us today. My name is Joan Winchester. I'm the Senior Vice President of Franchise Expansion for FranServe. FranServe is the world's largest franchise consulting organization, and we do the most exciting thing. We help change people's lives through franchise ownership. People ask, well, how do you do that? Quite simply, we do it through working with incredible franchisors, entrepreneurs, franchise consultants, all that help their candidates explore great opportunities. So I'm super excited today to have a very hot brand in the fitness industry with us, GYMGUYZ. And with us today, we have the founder, Josh York. He's a great entrepreneur, a great businessman, and a great motivator. Welcome to FranTastic InSights, Josh.
Oh, thank you so much, Joan. I'm so excited to be here. Really excited about it.
Great. So, hey, Josh, I know you are such an interesting person. Can you share with our audience a little bit about your background and how you started GYMGUYZ?
Absolutely. So, I actually used to be a personal trainer. I'm very into fitness. I've always loved helping people, Gym Guys is classified as a fitness concept, but I don't really look at it like that. I look at it as making a difference in the world because we help people and we change lives. And I always say it's great to make a living. It's much better to make a difference. But for me, I was a trainer and, I thought it was really a cool job. Like I get to work with people, build great relationships, and help them reach their fitness goals. But after doing it for such a long time, you start realizing, like, wow, like I only make money when I'm working. And, similar to a doctor, trainer without clients is unemployed, doctor without patients is unemployed. I was like, I need to really figure out how I can make money when I'm not working. I need to be making money when I'm sleeping. But I did what everyone else did. I got a 9 to 5 job. I left all my training and I started working in the corporate world and I was just miserable and unhappy. And I'm the most positive person you're ever going to meet. And every no always gets me closer to a yes. So I always figure things out. So I was like, you know what? Let me go back into fitness. I'll figure it out. And then one day, one of my clients came in late and just said, Josh, I wish you can come to my house. I just don't have any equipment. And I was like, man, this is such a simple idea. No one's ever professionalized the concept. No one's ever franchised it. No one's ever created this category ever. I was like, I'm going to do it. Came up with the name GYMGUYZ as an acronym for Get You Motivated, goals uniquely yours, zero excuses. Got a van, stocked it with all the necessary equipment, enough equipment to provide you a fantastic workout, 365 days a year, backed by our 3 Cs, convenient, customized, and creative workouts. And we are going to bring the workout to you. We are not a gym, we're the rebellion against it. We service clients anywhere from their home, office, pool, park, place of worship, hospitals, senior homes. We do lots of businesses. And today, we are, started franchising about 11 years ago. We're in 7 countries. We service thousands, over 3,000 cities, 31 states. And the truth is, we're just getting started.
Love your enthusiasm.
Oh, thank
So
you.
can you tell us a little bit about the ideal candidate? I mean, I know if we could clone you, right, that would be the perfect scenario.
That'd be
But
incredible.
what qualities do you look for in a franchise owner?
Yeah, look, everyone always asks this question, and I have all different types of backgrounds in my system. You know who's the most successful? The people who take action. The action takers will always be the money makers. People think you buy a franchise and you get sprinkled with fairy dust and you're gonna become a multimillionaire. Yeah, you could, but you got to put the work in. Like the best ideal candidate for us is someone who understands that you have to actually put the work in. And also that you got to be okay with being uncomfortable because the more uncomfortable you are, the more comfortable you become. Look, sales background, okay, plus. Marketing background, plus. Leadership background, it's a plus. But at the end of the day, you got to have the raw tools of being persistent, determined, and just know that you're going to get out there and you're going to do whatever it takes to be successful because the more you keep getting knocked down and the more you keep getting up with a bigger smile on your face, you are destined for greatness. And, when I look at the owners who are just absolutely crushing it, doing 7 figures a year with 50 to 60% net profit margins, which is almost unheard of in any business, they take action. And the good thing about that is you get to a point in your business where you're not working now in your business anymore. You're working on your business. And that's a big, huge move, but you got to put the work in to get there.
So, Josh, tell me a little bit about the training and the support that GYMGUYZ
Yeah.
offers.
So it's funny. A lot of my franchisor friends tell me we do a little bit too much on the support side. But I really, I live by that phase. You're in business for yourself, not by yourself. Our support is unbelievable. So you're going to get virtual training first, then you're going to get in-person training. And then we have a learning center where literally, like, I'm the type of person, I want something, I want it right away. So if you need a question answered at literally 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, you can go onto our learning platform. There's hundreds of thousands of pieces of content on there. Everything you would possibly imagine, not just for you, for the trainers, for managers, for territory managers, so on and so forth. But support is really, really strong. Each month we do like a State of the Union call. We're giving updates on all different types of numbers and metrics. You have we call it our Drive platform. It's a full blown dashboard where it allows you to inspect what you expect, and that's very important in business. So every single number, every single metric, every single conversion rate, assessments closed, assessments that have been booked that didn't close, conversions on those. How long it takes to answer the phone, and you can literally match yourself up with everyone else in the system to see how you're performing. So we really, really focus a lot on the support.
Great. Sounds really inclusive. So tell me about the timeline to open.
Yeah, you can be up and running in 8 weeks. That's the great thing about our business. No brick and mortar, so you can be open very, very fast.
Scaling. How would the
Very,
scaling work?
very easy to scale. And that's one of the greatest things about our business. People used to tell me I was crazy back in the day, and I am crazy because normal doesn't work. But, why would you want to open up a brick and mortar location? Okay. The reason we've disrupted the fitness industry is because there's not a lot of money to be made there, right? A lot of expenses. You have so much overhead, and your margins are very, very, very small. In our situation, you're able to scale so quickly and have like 90% less cost to the business. So scaling very, very fast. You can scale.
And how about the ideal markets? I mean, where are you looking to grow right now?
We still got over 500 territories available to sell. So markets, 30,000 households, approved households based on cost of living, which is going to obviously, vary on the market, but anywhere from 120 to 150 of average median income. That's how we're developing territories, and 30,000 households would be one location. Majority of our franchisees all do 3 locations just for the opportunity to really, have ability to grow their business.
It's an exciting opportunity, there's no doubt. And I know we share your passion for franchising. We love franchising, right? I mean, we
100%.
actually trademarked our tagline, franchising is our superpower. I mean, what could be more rewarding, right, than helping to change people's lives through franchise ownership? Sounds like you buy into that too. And I'm super excited to work with you. So many people think about being their own boss, but franchising makes it a reality. Can you tell our audience a little bit about what the lifestyle of a GYMGUYZ franchisee looks like?
Yeah, so in the early days of business, you're going to obviously put the work in. You're going to create other good leaders, build a great team, inspect what you expect, and you're going to be out there doing everything you can to create awareness around the brand. So I always say omnipresence is the number one most important thing. You don't want people to leave their house without knowing about the brand. That's very, very important. And as you continue to do that day in and day out for a couple of years, next thing you know, you're like, wow, I've really built up an unbelievable business. And that's where you get to the point where you're not so much working now, in the business, you're working more on the business. And then you're using our tools and, all of our technology to be able to inspect what you expect every single day. And you have managers in place that are really running your business. So, look, I haven't trained anyone or really ran my business in, I don't know, almost a decade. And we're very, very successful. But I've paid the dues, and I have, franchisees doing it like, my God, almost 95% faster than I did it because the systems are in place. You just got to follow the system, take action. And, if you want to make money, you got to spend money, right? So, scared money will never make you money. So you got to put it out there, got to drive the business. And you do that, great things are coming your way. It's guaranteed.
Hey, what a gift to your franchisees to have you as a leader of the company. So,
That's very, very
this
sweet of
is,
you to say that. Thank you
yeah, it
so
really
much.
is a tremendous asset and benefit to them. So, thanks so much for sharing your story and the inside information with us about GYMGUYZ. And any last thoughts, Josh, before we wrap up today?
No, I appreciate those kind words. No, I just think at the end of the day, we're growing rapidly and we're continuing to grow rapidly. We're about to launch another brand as well. So a lot of good things on our front, and looking forward to doing a lot of amazing things with you guys.
Great. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.